So, this is the end. The end of the United Cities. I don't even know what to write. It is a feeling of joy and happiness, yet it is still hard to comprehend. For hundreds of days we kept the rebellion going, starting from nothing. And now, I rule over the Sand Kingdom, one of the strongest factions in the Great Desert. And while many enemies have been dealt with, there are still some out there. Suri, we finally did it. We now have a place we can call home again. I wish you could see this. In your and our family's name, I will keep working on this kingdom. Hiroaki has formally crowned me as Sin the Usurper. Well, I guess this is a fitting title after all. And now, after the fall of the Empire, it is time to enlarge our borders. We need to establish trade routes, open farms, and create a strong military. And with the help of my friends, I feel confident that we can finally pull this off. So what can I say? It was a long journey, but it is time now to remove this pen and start working with my own hands. Hello to whoever might find this diary. If you did, you're probably expecting an entry from Sin here. I'm going to tell you everything what had happened over the past 20 years. Yes, you heard right. It has been 20 years since the last entry into this diary. I mean, if you live in the current time, you probably have heard about the Sand Kingdom, right? You know, one of the strongest factions to ever live. But I should get to the point, right? I mean, Joseph has taught me a lot and told me about the past. So I guess I owe you an explanation. First off, I am the son of Sin. My name is Saren. About 20 years ago, my father, together with the Sand Kingdom, defeated the last nobles and so destroyed the United Cities. For them, it was now time to secure their land and enlarge the Sand Kingdom. After months of hard work, the former rebellion built the main capital in Shem. The city's name is Sandy Bottom, but I am sure you already are familiar with the city. Alongside Suri's refuge, this city is extremely important for the trade and the peace between the different factions. While Hiroaki was governing over Suri's refuge, Handy would take the place as the governor of Sandy Bottom. In this time of blossom, my father and my mother got really close. In case you're wondering, my mother's name is Slink. She and my father have been together since the start of the rebellion. But if you've been following this diary, you already know that. Soon after I was born, I was told that my parents were happy as a bone dog pup, as Joseph was put it. Alongside my birth, another child was born. Her name? Vera, the child of Mirosaki and Maul. And without a doubt the person I would never want to lose. But yes, I know what is on your mind. You are wondering why Sin is not continuing this diary. Well, the grief still sits deep. My father Sin was murdered, alongside his friend Mirosaki. You know, when they defeated the nobles, Moe and Ungern vanished. And a few months later, they came back with an army. Moe and his black marauders started to attack the cities and take control over some of them, ruling them with an iron fist. Brutality was at its peak, and the people were afraid of this new tyrant. Stricken by rage, Muti set off towards their hideout. He wanted to talk with Moe, but they ended up finding his dead body, shot with his own crossbow bolts, and a letter from Moe that states that he has no interest in diplomacy. To say that Joseph was angry would have been an understatement. My father knew how he had to act, so this is what they did. He and Murasaki forged a plan to take out Moe and Ungern, but yet it would never come to this. As my father and Murasaki went to our allies for more troops, they were deceived. The Narcos disciples. Together with Moe, they laid out a trap. I heard stories that my father and Murasaki took out 100 men on their own, but eventually they were cut down. The news of their death still seems so fresh, even though it has been years at this point. But I will not falter. My father had a goal, and I will reach for it. His legacy will live on inside of me. After Moe seized some cities, he established the Kenshi, a council of 9 Southern Hiver generals. Well, now there are only 3 left. Over the last years we pushed back Moe's black marauders farther and farther, and the only city that is left now is Shark. But it's hard to break through it, as the black marauders fight like wild animals. The stone rats and the red sabers also have been dealt with. They joined Moe after the takeover of Shark, and this betrayal did not stand for a long time. But it won't take long before I have the Hiver's head. While Nibble is leading the main army, Korex has also turned out to be an outstanding commander, with him controlling a large squad of sharpshooters. Together, these two are unstoppable on the battlefield. I wish we could have used the power of Abrarius and the Buckmaster, but one day they vanished. I heard stories about him being an ancient. I don't really know much about this, and the message he left was signed with Ares and not Abrarius. Rumors have it that they have left this planet, but this would not be possible, right? Anyways, the world is still as cruel as ever, and while I might have lost my father, I still have many friends to support me. Hiroaki and Joseph are good teachers, and I get along well with Hiroaki's and Laru's children. I see them as my own family. I think I will continue this diary. I see it as my legacy now. I do wish you farewell, and until the next entry, I still have many things to do and many things to plan. I just hope that my father Sin and my aunt Suri are together in heaven. Hello, my fellow Kenshi players, and welcome back to the end of the Sands of Hate, a Slave Rebellion. With nearly 40 episodes in cut content, this is probably my longest running series. But every good things have to come to an end. I do hope you enjoyed the storytelling and everything, and I want to say thank you for all the amazing people who have been writing comments, liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and just been following me around and supporting the stuff that I do. The next series is in the works. I just don't know when I will drop it. but I want to do it a bit different. I also want to get a new shader. I think that the Tsuki version 3 shader isn't that perfect, but that's just my personal opinion. So I want to get a different one. Well, like I said, the next series will be about the Sovereign Hive. I'm not going to spoil what it's actually about. Just keep an eye out over the next few weeks, the series will drop. I just want to apologize for not uploading all too much lately. First off, I've been sick, now I've been doing better again, but you know, real life has been really holding me down at the moment. There are so many things happening right now, but I promise you, whenever I have time, I will go into YouTube and do some stuff here. I also promise you guys that I'm going to do a few more live streams before I start the next series. Maybe we can even finish the Star Wars Kenshi mod on the live stream before we start the next series. And let's not forget, there's also the Bannerlord series that is running, which I still want to continue. So, you know, maybe I'm going to push the release a few weeks back, and then, once everything is settled in a little bit, we're going to drop the series. Anyways, guys, I want to say thank you for watching again, and I do hope I see you in the next one. Goodbye.